Well, police are investigating an officer-involved shooting that happened in Savannah early this morning.
WSAV's Isley Herschel is joining us live now from Beach Street with what she's learned about this developing situation.
Andrew, Tina, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation says just after 12:30 this morning, a Savannah police officer walked into this Parker's Kitchen that's right behind me and walked in on a robbery. The officer allegedly saw 29-year-old Raheem Ashanti Williams pointing a gun at the clerk inside the Parker's Kitchen. We're told when Williams noticed the officer outside, he ran out of the store and pointed his gun at the officer. The officer says he then shot his gun at Williams, who ran away. He was later found in a ditch not far from this location, suffering from a gunshot wound. I'm told he's now in the hospital in critical condition. Mayor Vin Johnson reacted to this in a statement that says, in part, "I'm grateful that the Savannah Police Department officer involved in this incident was not injured, and I'm thankful for the swift response that resulted in the suspect being apprehended," end quote. Now, this is still an ongoing investigation. As we get more information, we're going to let you know both on air and online on our website, WSAV.com. In Savannah, Isley Herschel, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Isley, thanks so much. We're now learning more about an investigation into 4 Georgia State Patrol troopers as well who were stationed in the Savannah area but are now accused of making money off their own pit maneuvers. According to a Georgia Department of Public Safety report, troopers Hunter Waters, Tyler Bird, and Isaiah Francois sent crash reports to the same attorney in Vidalia. That attorney then allegedly tried to get settlements with the insurance companies of suspects involved in pursuits. Now, the report goes on to say that the Georgia State Patrol Sergeant Joseph Curley became aware of this scheme last year but did not report it to his superiors. Investigators claim Curley also attempted to look for his own insurance claim and profit off the scheme. According to this report, the investigation started in January after another sergeant overheard the troopers joking about the settlements. Waters, Bird, and Francois and Curley have all been fired. No word on criminal charges this time, but the investigation is ongoing.
Other news to tell you about coming out of Savannah. 3 men found guilty of a shooting that left 1 person dead and another with injuries. On April 17th, a Chatham County grand jury found Zymel Richardson, Jyshavis Robinson, and Trayvon Shellman guilty of malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, as well as other charges. And this in connection to the death of 21-year-old Kewan Graham. Back in June of 2024, Graham was shot and killed at a home in the 600 block of Brewer Street. A woman was injured. In that incident, I should say, she did survive.
A Bryan County deputy has now been placed on leave after a DUI arrest. Bryan County Sheriff's Office say Austin Senius was arrested earlier this month for driving under the influence and having an open alcoholic beverage in his car. He was later released on bond. Officials confirmed he's been placed on unpaid leave pending the result of an internal investigation.
Authorities in Colleton County say the body of a missing woman has been recovered. According to the Colleton County Sheriff's Office, they found the body of 54-year-old Tanya Dunning in a wooded area off Bomar Place yesterday. We're told Dunning was last seen April 12th and that family and friends reported her missing last Thursday. No other information has been released right now. An autopsy is scheduled for later this week to determine the cause of her death.
After a very busy weekend on Tybee Island, crews now cleaning up after large crowds and festivities.
As WSAV's Nakia Harris explains, there are questions that continue about how the island should handle events like Crush Reloaded moving forward.
After a weekend of festivities here on Tybee Island, crews are loading up barricades and wrapping up cleanup efforts. But even as the equipment comes down, the debate over how leaders are handling events like Orange Crush is still very much ongoing.
Orange Crush, or as it's now called, Crush Reloaded, has been a tradition on Tybee Island for nearly 40 years, drawing large crowds each spring. This year, the island again used a permit system with added security and traffic planning to help manage the event. Former Chatham County Commissioner James Jones says officials should take a look at what they did this year and try to strike a balance between keeping the event safe and allowing people to have fun.
But within that permit process, let's create a committee, the oversight committee, bring some outsiders if you don't think those people are on Tybee Island into this portal and say these are the things festival-wise we can create a festival. out of something that has occurred for 40 years on this island. Because the only way you can bring order to chaos, I mean, you have to be able to present a plan of action to change the narrative.
By Sunday, the beach had been cleaned and returned back to normal after the weekend's events. Reporting here on Tybee Island, Nakaya Harris, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Nakaya, thanks so much. WSAV is your local election headquarters, and voters are soon going to have some important decisions to make, including who will be the next school board president for Chatham County. To help community members make that decision, the Greater Savannah chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Incorporated holding an educational town hall forum tonight. Incumbent President Roger Moss and District 2 Representative Dr. Dion Hoskins Brown will both be taking part in the event, which will be moderated by our own Kim Gusby. Last week, she talked with organizers about why it's so important for community members to take part and ask questions of their representatives.
I think that if everyone do their part, if everyone educate themselves and everyone do their part, we can conquer this problem in the literacy and in education with our children.
Now, tonight's forum starts at 6 o'clock at St. Philip Monumental AME Church. We're going to stream the event at WSAV.com and on our streaming app, WSAV Plus. And WSAV's Isabella Baez will also be there with a breakdown of what the candidates had to say for our later newscasts.
We are counting down to our next bonus prize deadline in the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway.
You could win thousands of dollars worth of groceries if you get your ticket right now. WSAV's Ben Singer joins us live from the home for a good look around. Ben?
At Andrew and Tina, we have a very active job site here right now in the New Hampstead area of Chatham County. This is the Oakwood at New Hampstead subdivision, one of the newest neighborhoods for Landmark 24 Homes. You see behind me here, we have some pine straw stacked up. We have some landscaping that has just gone in today. We're going to attempt to navigate some of the sidewalk sort of ends right here at this point. So we're going to try to be careful as we make our way into the house. We have Jenkins Plumbing that's inside right now, fixing up some of the bathrooms in there right now. I do want to point out the Dream Day Foundation on this message board here that the St. Jude folks have put up, because they are the sponsor of this week's bonus prize. $10,000 worth of groceries. They estimate that could get you about a year's worth of groceries, but you have to get your ticket by Friday at midnight to be eligible for that separate drawing. We have some, that kind of looks like ligustrum that might be going in here. So we have a 2-car garage. We have a beautiful brick front mixed with siding here. Black shutters are on. The last time we showed you the house, that was right before the flooring was going to go in. I actually haven't seen it yet, so we're seeing it together for the first time. So look at this. We have a very light kind of coastal style flooring. Beautiful light fixtures in this area, so we come right in. This is your foyer. This will probably be set up as a dining room or some sort of office. Nice big windows in here, and we have the paneling on the side, and they've actually color drenched this room, so it's sort of a taupey brown color, I think. Beautiful fixture that's like a brass color there. Nice foyer. Hello. Again, active job site. Hey, we'll come back in this way. Oh, look at this. Okay, cool. So now we're in the great room here. We have folks from, y'all are from Living Goods, yes? Okay, we have Living Goods in the house here. They are installing the Bosch appliances. Bosch is one of the national sponsors, so your kitchen's gonna be on this end of the great room. There's a chandelier right here, so that tells me they'll probably put a little seating area right here. And then if we look this way, look at these built-ins on either side of this very nice fireplace as well. They have given you some outlets up there so you can put a TV above. And I do want to draw your attention to the ceiling, because this is beautiful and this is done. We have a tray ceiling detail here in the great room. Look at this, actual white, a mix of white and brass fan. I haven't quite seen that in one of our dream homes before. Okay, Jensen, watch out for this. We don't want to damage any of the, actually, we stay with us, y'all. Again, first time seeing it here. Big, beautiful windows along the back of the house here. And you see that you're going to back up to a pond here in the Oakwood at New Hampstead subdivision here at Landmark 24 Homes. And gosh, it's been a few years since we've had this, but we have a screened in porch right here. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this open. Okay, oh, look at this. How nice. Okay, so that is a look around the first floor here of the 2026 St. Jude Dream Home. This home is being built zero cost to St. Jude by Landmark 24 Homes. You can be eligible for this grand prize and the bonus prize, but you do have to get your ticket this week. They are $100. Once they are gone, they are gone. So you have a 1/80/100 chance of winning this $575,000 grand prize. And regardless, you will be helping fight childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases that St. Jude is treating and defeating from its campus in Memphis, and information that's shared all over the globe. So if you want to be a part of their life-saving mission and potentially win this awesome house and a year's supply of groceries, scan that QR code right now or call the number 800-383-9844 to reserve your ticket right now.